Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Let's jump right into this conversation with you guys, and we're going to get it started in a good way. The Florida State Seminoles played the Florida Gators in Tallahassee, Florida, and I was on hand for the game, took my kids, and we had an awesome time, awesome experience. I do hate the fact that the stadium was not at full capacity. I'm old school in that aspect. I don't like the helmets. Don't like the fact that they don't have the pads over their knees anymore. They basically have on shorts. Warwick Dunn, Dalvin Cook. I can mention other guys that played. Deion Sanders played with knee pads. Helmets are trash. But I like the stadium the way it was. I'm not big on having I get it, to have the ability to have the internet's good. They worked on that. I remember we used to go to games and they had the big trailer out there, the Sun Sport, the other network trailer, so you couldn't get service. But some of the things I really don't care for because I'm there for a football game. And this was a great opportunity today. We had our chances. We lost 31-11. And Florida finished the regular season 7-5. We finished the regular season 2-10. In this game, this was our entire season. The defense actually played good enough for Florida State to squeak out 12-0, to squeak out 11-1 or 10-2. Most likely, let's just say 9-3, 8-4 in the regular season. But our offense consistently was the problem. In this game, I mean, we gave up big plays on defense, but our offense literally could not generate anything. Every time we had an inkling of hope, we either throw an interception, we either fumble. We had a lot of fumble. I mean, I watched one play and the guy literally handed the ball pitched it to the running back, and the running back tried to pitch it back to the quarterback. So when you look at it and you go in and you look at the team stats as far as we had 5 fumbles lost. We did not have interceptions thrown. I thought we did. That was Florida threw an interception, but we had 5 turnovers, all fumbles, and crucial minutes, especially when we was in Florida territory trying to score. Crucial turnovers. I thought Mike actually coached the best I've seen him coach probably since 2022 and 2023. The best he's coached this year. Like, everybody in the world knew we were going to go for it on 4th down, but he ran kind of a different play, and he picked up the 1st down. Kind of reminded me of when Bowden was in the national championship. They put Marcus Outzen in, and instead of running the quarterback sneak, they pitched it to Travis Minor. He picked up a lot of yards, and then he got a face mask penalty, too, to add on to that. And I thought that kind of was that call, but we just had turnovers. We just had turnovers after turnovers after turnovers after turnovers, and it was very disappointing, very disheartening. You look at it, we had 20 first down to their 18. We were 6 of 13 compared to 5 of 13 for them. We were 1-1 on 4th downs. Total yards, Florida had more total yards than us. We had 239 to their 368. They had 133 passing yards to our 140, and then they slaughtered us in the rushing with 235 to our 99. And you look at it, we had our chances, but we could not sustain on offense, put our defense in bad spots, and then, of course, we get picked off. So, like I say, I'm not going to harping on anything major. I look at the quarterback, Cromenhall. He was 15 of 28 for 140 yards. Running game, he ran 21 times for 32 yards, and you figure sacks in and losses in that situation. This whole season has been, how can we not use Lawrence Tolafili? And we did not. 9 carries for 43 with 1 touchdown. Cam Davis had 5 carries for 3 yards. And then if we look at our fumbles, Luke had 4, Cam had 1. So you look at that and you put that together as a recipe for disaster. So I hope we go into next year more focused and everything, and we can turn it around and I think we can be better. Now, I'm not going to sit here and, again, I'm not going to predict the national championship, but my standard's my standard. Looking at the schedule, I'm going to say 12-0, 11-1. 9-3, 10-2 at worst, but we have opportunity to do some things, and we're going to make the most out of them. Hopefully we can bring in some players that we can coach and develop and get some good transfers that we know can play instead of just going off of names and what we did at Oregon State. And that's not shooting a shot at anybody, but we made a lot of mistakes in the portal this year, and that hurt us. I remember talking to a coworker of mine. He said if we were going to be this bad, we should have just kept the quarterbacks we had, where you had that excuse, well, we're having growing pains this year, but we'll be better next year. But it is what it is. Very disappointed, very disheartened. I enjoyed it. When the game was over with, it actually was very cold, but it was just an awesome experience. It was a beautiful day. Like I say, my kids enjoyed themselves. Obviously, we didn't get the result we thought we should have got, but Florida State had chances. Defensively, kept them in it, tried to keep it close, but the offense just could never consistently stay on the field and generate. And in these type of rivalry games, you're going to have that. Obviously, at the end of the game, if we remember, one year I went to the game. Florida ended the streak of us being able to go to bowl games, so we finished the season with 5 wins. They went to plant the flag, and Willie Taggart stopped them. Similar situation, and I thought that was very disrespectful how they kind of marred up our turf, our grass in the end zone, and just kind of tried to run amok of the stadium. But we lost. They won. They had the right to, but I just think it's very disrespectful, especially considering Florida State has always been a far better program than Florida. Even with Urban Meyer and Steve Spurrier winning 3 national championships, Florida State's always been a very good football program and better than Florida. Florida State and Miami have always been a better football program than Florida, and Florida's in the SEC. And I just thought that was kind of disrespectful. But I enjoyed it, guys. I was just disappointed we couldn't win. Disappointed we couldn't sustain drives on offense. We couldn't get points. We got playmakers. We got talent. I don't know if it's coaching. I don't know if it's motivation or what. But you saw the whole season on Saturday night against the Gators. Defense hanging in there. Offense could not finish. The offense hasn't really looked good since the fourth quarter, the first drive against Georgia Tech, and then the last drive before Georgia Tech drove for the win. Like, we have not looked good. Though that's it. Really, honestly, that's it. And I'm not counting last week's game, because if you only count on that team, then you're already bad. So it is what it is, guys. Let's look in the next season. I'll be coming back with a review of my season, but I enjoyed you guys. I enjoyed the Seminoles. Obviously, I did not enjoy the result, but it's a part of life. It happens. I'm not concerned with the NIL and transfer portal. You got to build. You have to build through recruiting. You have to have good coaches, great coaches, good players, and great players. We got to get back to getting out and finding players that want to be in Tallahassee, that are going to grow and are going to develop and do great things. So y'all be good, be safe. I'll talk to you later. God bless, and go Noles.